Don Bond.
From Bama shores to Georgia pines, groves of dogwood in Tennessee, Smoky Mountains, winding roads, Saturdays spent watching SEC. Sweet smell of hog down in Caroline. There's southern comfort on this side of the Dixon line. I take the South for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer. I'ma take her to the church, sickness or in health, to love and preserve from the bottom of my heart till death do us part. Till death do us part. Down here, Sundays are reserved for family and God. Best days include a little country music, a chorus and a fishing rod. You might notice we take things slow around here, or the way we say y'all with a southern drawl, or how the whole town shows up for a summer ball. I take the South for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer. I'ma take her to the church, sickness or in health, to love and preserve from the bottom of my heart till death do us part. Till death do us part. And I love Dixie. I take the South for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer. I'ma take her to the church, sickness or in health, to love and preserve from the bottom of my heart till death do us part. Till death do us part. This one's a little interesting. It's the perspective, POV, you're a boat, and you've been tied up at dock for a long time. So this one's called Dorchester Bay. Born by pink sands, raised by sailors' hands, wind to my back, I was baptized in black. I sailed to the edge, beat the Queen Anne's revenge. Now my posts creak and sway, so they've docked me at bay. Oh, how I long to be back in those days. Won't you show me a way? Show me a way. Won't you show me a way? From Dorchester Bay, fill my sails with your howling winds and your wells. Leave me not but the stars. Show me the way. Moon sets into sunrise and starts a new day. Me and rock me sleep. Smother me in wet, salty kisses that seep into my body, my whole very deep. A feeling of anxiousness begins to creep when my friends in the sky grow depressed and they weep. She grows angry and I'm all she sees, and I'll take a beating alone in the seas. Feel the rumbles of thunder in Boston that may take me away, take me away. Won't you show me a way from Dorchester Bay? Fill my sails with your howling winds and your wails. Leave me not but the stars to show me the way. Moon sets into sunrise and starts a new day. Feel your cold rush surround from my stern to my bow. Need to move as to not give to rot and decay. Untether my bonds so I'm not forced to stay. Won't you show me a way from Dorchester Bay? Show me a way from Dorchester Bay. Fill my sails with your howling winds and your wails. Leave me not but the stars to show me the way. Moon sets into sunrise and starts a new day. Feel your cold rush surround from my stern to my bow. Need to move and decay. Untether my bonds so I'm not forced to stay. Won't you show me a way from Dorchester Bay? Won't you show me a way from Dorchester Bay? Sweet child of mine, humming along with the radio. So sweet child of mine, but she's singing really low. I tell her that she's beautiful in every single way, and not to take for granted the gifts she's hiding every day. If only the birds with the best voices sang, then the forest would be silent and the world sitting quiet, just wishing for a serenade. There's no need to overthink, so baby take a breath, doesn't have to be your best, and let your song ring, go something like scary, baby girl, but your mother would be proud. So step out from those closed doors, share what's truly yours, and sing your tune out loud. Gone too soon, she's my blues. Your little songbird sings strong. sitting quiet, just wishing for a serenade. There's no need to overthink. So baby, take a breath, doesn't have to be your best, and let your song ring. Go something like so listen close, my dear. If not our loudest friend was fear, if our best friend wasn't pride, we'd spread our wings and fly. If only the birds with the best voices sang, then the forest would be silent, the world sitting quiet, just wishing for a serenade. There's no need to overthink. So baby, take a breath, doesn't have to be your best, and let your song ring. If only the birds with the best voices sang, then the forest would be silent, the world sitting quiet, just wishing for a serenade.
This is Sounds of Nashville Podcast. I'm your host, Xavier McLean, and I'm here with artist Dom Bond. Welcome, buddy.
It's good to be here.
You played a killer set, gotta say. I'm a big fan of Dorchester Bay.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
I didn't just read that off my notes. I actually was listening during the last interview. I just had to remember, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm no Einstein, okay? So why don't you tell me a little bit how you got into music? What were some of your influences, inspirations?
Okay, so my whole family has been musical from the get-go. So just a little background. I'm one of 7, 6 siblings. My dad moved to Nashville for music. He came down initially to write, experimented with that for a little bit, and then he managed an artist for a while, transitioned from that into composing musicals. So he taught me a little bit about music growing up, and then I dropped it. Just wasn't super passionate about it growing up, but then kind of rediscovered it in college. And then my junior year of college, started a band, caught on, and then I was like, you know what, I fuck with this. And then I started writing, and just to see where it would take me, and people started to like what I was writing, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna keep going with this and see where it takes me, and here I am right now. So
I love that.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about what kind of music you're trying to write with your music project.
Okay, so my take on this is I'm not limiting myself to any kind of genre whatsoever. My thought process is if I listen to all different genres of music and all different types of music, I'm gonna write and put out every different kind of music. I've always wanted an artist to be able to put out a song and I have absolutely no idea what it's gonna be, and not expect, what if Kanye put out a song and it was folk? Everyone would go nuts. What if an artist put out a song and you just had no idea what to expect? I think that would be cool. I think that there isn't truly an artist that's done that. And I think there's no reason to truly limit ourselves and restrict ourselves to one genre. So right now I'm putting out everything from folk to country to blues. A little bit you just heard, a little bit of folk, a little bit of country, a little bit of blues. I'm currently writing a hip-hop song. I've got a pop song in the works. I've got a couple pop-punk songs in the works. So I'm all over the spectrum. So that answers your question.
It did and more.
Yeah.
It did and more.
Awesome.
Speaking of kind of keeping it fresh every time, you're working on a Latin-inspired song. Tell us a little bit about that.
So me and my brother have gotten really into Latin beats. Honestly, me personally, just because I love the way it forces you to move. If you listen to Latin music and you don't move, you're a psychopath. There's something wrong with you. So we're working on a Latin hip hop beat. Originally I was gonna sing on it, but my voice just doesn't sound right with a Latin hip hop beat. So looking for another artist to hop on it, but it's gonna be good. It's in the works right now. He's on the keys. I'm on a little bit of keys. We're both on everything percussion. Because if you know anything about Latin music, it's every instrument, no matter what it is. If it's keys, if you're playing guitar, if you're playing horns, it's all percussion. Everything turns into a percussion. So it's in the works. Hopefully it comes out sometime this summer. Yeah, excited for it.
I am too.
Yeah.
Honestly. So you just released the song Julia.
Yes, back in the fall. Yeah.
Back in the fall. Just released. And you're working on this Latin one. I know you're working on some other genre ones. Is this going to come out on an album or EP in the future?
Right now, I'm focused on releasing only singles. Album or EP will come out once I build up a following. So right now, I'm trying to build up my following just by releasing out different singles. So I'm not really focused on the EP or album right now. But my plan is after I release my next single, which will be If Only the Birds, which you'll get a little taste of in this episode. My plan is to release a song once a month, every month for the next 8 months after this first release. So there'll be a lot more of Dom Bon music coming your way. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, so tell us, to wrap this up, what's a favorite lyric that you've written?
Oh, man. Okay, that's a great question. There's one that I just wrote. It's a song that I haven't played for anyone yet. It's a pop punk song, and it goes... Let's see if I can remember. Hang on.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Take your time, Dom.
I need to collect my thoughts.
We have the magical power of cutting.
Cut back, and now we're going. The lyric goes, filling me up with words I like to hear before taking my heart as another souvenir.
Nice.
That's one of my favorites. If gravity was love, then we got lost in outer space. That's another one of my favorites.
Right on.
Yeah, those are probably my two favorites that I've written.
I like it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Thank you so much for having me.
We hope to have you again.
I hope to be back. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Pleasure.
This has been Sounds of Nashville Podcast. I'm Xavier, signing off.